One of the most captivating stories in the Bible is the story of the man that fought with God. Incredible, right? Yet, it happened. The story is a tale of struggle, transformation, and divine encounter. The man who fought with God is Jacob. This narrative is not just a story, it's an important moment in the Bible that speaks to themes of struggle, identity, and blessing. Jacob had traveled far, both in miles and in life experiences. As a young man, Jacob had made mistakes, tricking his brother Esau and deceiving his father Isaac. Through his deception, he stole the birthright that belonged to his older brother Esau, their father's favorite. His actions forced him to run away from home, leaving behind everything he knew and loved. Years passed, and Jacob grew wealthy and powerful, but he carried the weight of his past actions with him. Knowing he must face his brother Esau again, Jacob felt a mix of fear and hope. But in spite of his fear and worry, Jacob decided to go home. But first, he must prepare. Before his return and reunion with his brother, Jacob sent his family and all he owned across the river Jabbok, leaving himself completely alone in the quiet of the night. As the darkens and the stars twinkled above, Jacob encountered a mysterious figure. Without a word, they began to wrestle, locked in a struggle that lasted until the break of dawn. This was no ordinary match. It was a battle of wills, a test of strength and spirit. Jacob, determined not to lose, clung on, even as he realized that this was no mere man but a divine being. As the first light of dawn appeared in the sky, the divine stranger asked to be released, but Jacob, sensing the significance of this moment, refused to let go. He asked the being for a blessing. In response, the stranger gave Jacob a new name, Israel, saying, "For you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." This new name marked Jacob's transformation, a new identity forged in the fires of struggle. With a blessing received and a new day dawning, Jacob named the place Peniel, meaning the face of God. For he believed he had seen God face to face, and yet his life was spared. Limping away from the encounter, Jacob was forever changed, not just in name, but in spirit. As Jacob went on to meet Esau, he found not the conflict he feared, but reconciliation and peace. The man who had wrestled with God and prevailed found the courage to face his past and embrace his future. Jacob's story is a powerful reminder that in our deepest struggles, we can find our true strength. It teaches that change is possible, that forgiveness can heal old wounds, and that sometimes we must wrestle with our fears, doubts, and even with our desires to truly find ourselves and receive our blessings. Jacob's journey from deception to a direct encounter with the divine, his transformation into Israel, the father of nations, shows us that our struggles, too, can lead to profound changes in who we are. I invite you to join me and carry Jacob's story in our hearts, knowing that when we face our own nights by the river Jabbok, wrestling with the challenges of life, we are not alone. The dawn will come, bringing with it the hope of a new name, a new identity, and a future filled with promise. The blessing Jacob received that night by the river Jabbok had profound implications, not only for his immediate future, but for the destiny of an entire nation. After wrestling with what he perceived to be a divine being and being renamed Israel, Jacob's life and the course of his descendants were dramatically transformed. The immediate effect of Jacob's transformation and blessing was seen in his encounter with Esau. Instead of the conflict and violence Jacob feared, the brothers reconciled, marking a significant turning point in Jacob's life. This reconciliation can be seen as a direct outcome of Jacob's newfound humility and the strength he gained from his divine encounter. As Israel, Jacob became a patriarch with not only a large family, but also vast flocks and wealth. His leadership and decisions from that point forward reflected a man who had seen God face to face and prevailed. The blessing of prosperity and success was evident in his continued growth in wealth and influence. These are the short-term benefits from his wrestling with God. The long-term benefit and legacy. 1. The 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob's 12 sons became the founders of the 12 tribes of Israel. The blessing Jacob received was passed down to these sons, who each played a role in the formation of the nation of Israel. This demonstrates how the blessing had a multiplying effect, extending beyond Jacob to shape the identity and destiny of the Hebrew people. 2. Covenantal relationship with God. Jacob's encounter and subsequent blessing reaffirmed the covenant God made with Abraham and Isaac, Jacob's grandfather and father. This covenant, a promise of blessing, land, and numerous descendants, became a foundational aspect of Israelite identity and religion. Jacob's life became a testament to God's faithfulness to his promises. 3. Spiritual heritage. The name Israel became synonymous with the Jewish nation and people. Jacob's struggle and his blessing underpin the spiritual journey of Israelites through history, symbolizing their struggles, perseverance, and direct relationship with God. This legacy is central to Jewish identity and faith, illustrating how individual faith and action can have wide-reaching effects on a community's history. 4. Geopolitical and historical impact. The descendants of Jacob, the Israelites, played a significant role in the ancient Near East's history. Their social, religious, and political developments have had a lasting impact on world history, influencing the three major Abrahamic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In conclusion, the blessing Jacob received was not just a personal moment of transformation, but a pivotal event in biblical history. It signified God's ongoing engagement with his people, a relationship characterized by struggle, perseverance, and blessing. Jacob's life after the blessing shows how divine encounters can lead to reconciliation, growth, and a legacy that transcends generations. The story of Jacob, or Israel, teaches that blessings received in faith can echo through history, shaping destinies and nations. Thank you for watching. Please help us by subscribing to this channel and liking this video. Share this video with your contacts on WhatsApp, Facebook, and other social media platforms. God bless you. Amen.